Come to that statement of working capital now. Write down. Stock of WIP is my current asset. So go to current assets and write down stock of WIP. We have already calculated rate 85 per unit. Look at the screen. Now in units, how much units are there?
2000.
2000 units. Very good. Into rate is how much?
85.
85. Just now we had
85.
calculated in, yes, 85. And look at the adjustment number 4. How many months?
1.
1. So
1 month.
WIP is in stock for 1 month. So 2000 into 1 into 85 per unit. So how much is our final answer?
1,70,000.
1,70,000.
You can check it from the solution part. 1,70,000 is stock of WIP. Okay. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us go to the next point. Adjustment number 5, that is E. Finished goods remain in stock for 2 months to be valued at direct cost. So what all things we will take here? Again, I think we will have to make a working note, because in finished goods, what all things we take here? What all things we consider? Raw material. Other direct material will also be considered, yes. Plus wages we will consider,
Overheads.
and
Yeah.
variable overheads. Okay, so we will consider everything. Now let us make this type of working note. Third working note, just as we made stock of WIP, no, we will also make for stock of finished goods. So here you will write finished goods. Write down, come on. Third working note, finished goods. So you will take same things, same. But we will not consider like this, huh? We will not take 100% of raw material. Like everything has to be taken here 100% only. So we will not write specifically 100, 50, 50. Okay. Write down raw material 40 per unit. The direct material 30 per unit. Next line, just the way you look at screen. Next would be wages. $10 per unit.
Ma'am, wages 20.
Wages, sorry, 20. Sorry, 20. Okay. Now variable overheads,
10.
10. Very good. So 40, 30, 70, 70 plus 20,
100.
90, 90 plus 10, 100. So your total per unit would be 100. Look at the screen, you will come to know. See here. Look, in units they have taken 100. Is it clear? In units column they have taken 100. And
Yes,
in
ma'am.
period column 2 months. It is already given in the question, adjustment number 5. And 2000 units according to our working note number 1. Okay, see, look at the adjustment. 2 months is already given to be valued at the direct cost. So fixed overheads will not be
Oh,
taken,
at
only
my.
variable overheads will be taken. Okay, is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Right
Yes,
on.
ma'am.
Come to the
Yes, ma'am.
statement. Yeah, after making this working note, come to the statement. In statement, you will write stock of finished goods in current assets. Stock of finished goods. Come on, tell me. How many units?
2000.
2000.
Very good.
2000
Into,
into 100.
yes, 2000
100.
into how many months?
100.
First tell
2
me how
months.
many months?
2 months.
2 months.
2
So
months.
2000 into 2 into what is the rate?
100.
100. Just now we calculated. So 2000 into 1 into 100. Sorry, 2000 into 2. 2 months into 100. So how much is it?
4 lakh.
In 200.
See,
4 lakh.
you can check the answer here. 4 lakhs. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Now, next adjustment is raw material purchased from suppliers against advance payment for 3 months. So it is advance payment to the creditors of the raw material. So we have two different types of raw material. One is raw material and other one is other direct material. But now he is speaking about raw material. Raw material is 40 per unit. Now this type of raw material I have purchased from creditor and I am paying him advance payment. I am paying him 3 months advance. 3 months I'm paying him advance payment. Okay, so it is my current asset or it is my current liability. You are going to tell me this. Advance payment means prepaid.
Current
Current
asset.
assets.
Very good. So
Current asset.
very good. Go to current assets, write down advance payment to suppliers of raw material. Write down advance payment to suppliers of raw material. I'm talking about raw material. I'm not talking about other direct material. Okay. So now tell me in number of units, how much you will write?
2000.
2000. In months, in period, how much you will write? 2000 into
3
how
months.
much? Yes, 3 months. Very good. 3 months is already given in adjustment number F. Okay. So 2000 into 3 into what is per unit of raw material?
40.
40. Very good. So for raw material, you are going to take raw material only. Raw material 40 per unit. Months 3. Units 2000. So how much is
2
your
lakh
answer?
40,000.
Pardon?
40,000, ma'am.
2,40,000.
2 lakh
Advance.
2,40,000.
Yes. Advance payment to the suppliers of raw material is 2,40,000. You can check your answer from here. Okay. We are done with this. Next point is in this same point, and I'm reading out another part of this statement. And other direct material suppliers allow credit of 2 months. Now wherever credit comes, suppliers ने मुझे credit period दिया. When my creditors are giving me credit period, it is my current liability because I will have to pay it after 2 months. When I will have to pay it for purchasing other direct material after 2 months,
Current
it is my
liability.
current liability. Yes, because I am going to pay it in the future, so it is my liability. Go to current liabilities, or if you want we can complete all our current assets and then we can shift it to current liabilities. What method you want? Abhi karna hai current liabilities? Do you want to do it now or you want to complete all current
No,
assets?
ma'am.
Kya karna hai
All
current?
current assets.
All current assets. Okay, okay, so we are skipping
Yes,
this
ma'am.
part. F adjustment is incomplete. Okay, do remember this thing. Time lag in payment of wages is 2 months. This is also current liability, so G adjustment is also
Outstanding.
waiting. Cash balance is to be maintained 75,000. What is this? Current asset or current liability?
Current
Current asset.
assets.
Asset.
Okay, write down current asset में cash balance 75,000. Cash balance 75,000. Directly to the amount column. Okay, outer column. Next, H adjustment is over. I, last adjustment. Credit allowed to the customers as under. It should be valued at the selling price. Okay. 50% of the invoice price against acceptance of bills for 3 months. It is bills receivables. Acceptance of bills means bills receivables. Can you tell me bills receivables is current asset or current liability?
Current asset.
Very good. Current
Current
asset.
asset.
Assets.
Go to current assets, write down bills receivables. Bills receivables. Now how you need to do? See? Sorry. How we will be doing it? It is 50%. See, 50% of the invoice price against acceptance of bill for 3 months. So see here they have done it. See, bills receivables here. How many months? 3 months. Units will be taken 50 percentage only. 2000 will be taken how much? 50 percentage only. Okay. And sorry. Yeah, barabar. 2000 into 50 percentage. Why 50 percentage? Because it is given 50% of the invoice price against acceptance of the bills. So how much is your selling price? How much is your selling price? Can anybody tell me? How much is your selling price? Can anybody tell me what is your selling price? It is very simple to calculate selling price. बता सकता है कोई? किसी ने calculate किया है? Look here, I will tell you. See, look at this working note. Look at this working note. It is very, very, very simple. See how to calculate selling price. First, all cost will be taken, total cost, and then add profit. We will calculate. We will be able to calculate selling price. Now, raw material is 40 per unit. Other direct material is 30 per unit. Already given in the question. Wages 20 per unit. Variable overheads 10 per unit. Fixed overheads, it is 10,000 per month. So 10,000 into 12, it will be 1,20,000. 1,20,000 divided by 24,000 units, it will be 5 per unit. Just the way I told you previously. We calculated, no, 5 per unit. How did we calculate 5 per unit? How did we calculate it? See, it is 10,000.
1,20,000 divided by
24,000. Very good. See, I will tell you here. 10,000, it is for fixed overheads. Fixed overheads. It is 10,000 per month. So to calculate per annum, we will multiply this with 12. So it would be 1,20,000. Is it clear? This much is clear to everyone? This much is clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no? Yeah. So 1,20,000 will be divided by how many units? 24,000 units per annum. Both will be taken per annum, no? Only then I will be able to calculate 5 per unit. 5 rupees per unit. I want per unit because in this working note, everything is given per unit. I want per unit of selling price. I want per unit of selling price. So everything will be taken per unit. So raw material 40, other direct material 30, wages 20, fixed overheads. Just now I told you how to calculate rupees 5 per unit. Look at this working note number 4. You will be able to understand. Okay. So this is 5 per unit fixed overheads. Okay. And variable overheads is 10 per unit. Now add all these expenses. These are costs, different costs. So add all these costs, you will get total cost 105 per unit. 105 per unit. Now, what he says in the last adjustment, read out the last adjustment. Sorry, not last adjustment, but this. Before adjustment, there is a point. Before adjustments, there is a last point. Profit 20% on sales. Profit 20% on sales. So you will consider, let the selling price be 100 and 20% on sales is 20 profit. So your cost will be 80. Do you agree this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Let the selling price be 100, less profit 20%, that is 20 rupees. Out of 100, 20 is gone. So cost will be 80. So if your cost is 80 and it is actual 105, so 80 is 105. So how much will be 100? Cross multiply 131. So you got the selling price 131.25 per unit. And always remember, we want per unit, because in the rate, in the column of the rate, we write per unit. Everything we write it as per unit. Is it clear, everybody? So after this working note, you will continue. In this working note only, you will continue making this per unit. This is particulars, and here you will write per unit. Per unit. Okay. So this would be, wait, I will tell you. Huh? This would be raw material. How much is the raw material per unit? Look at the question. Everything is given in the question.
40.
Raw material per unit is 40. So we will write here 40. Go on writing with me only. Do it with me. 40 per unit. 40 per unit. Next we will take other DM, that is direct material. How much is other direct material? How much is other direct material per unit?
30.
30. Everything is given in the question. Next, we will take wages. See wages. How much is the wages?
20.
20 per unit. Very good. So we will write here wages.
20.
Very good. 20 per unit. Next, we have fixed overheads. Fixed overheads already calculated. Already calculated. 5 per unit. अभी ऊपर calculate किया ना? Okay. Next we have variable overheads.
10.
Variable overheads already given 10 per
10.
unit in the question. So no need to think so much. Just we need to copy down 10 per unit. So what would be the total cost?
105.
105.
Total cost would be 105.00 per unit. Okay. It is already per unit ka column. Okay. Now we need to add profit. After cost, we need to add profit. So write down cost ke niche profit. Add profit. Add profit. How much would be profit? We don't know.
20% on sale.
Yes, because we don't know, we will have to make another, what to say, working note. Here only you can make, let the selling price be 100. So if selling price is 100, I will deduct profit from selling price. Profit is 20% of sales. That means 20. So what would be my cost? If profit is 20%, oh sorry, if profit is 20, selling price is 100, what would be my cost?
80.
80. Now you, yes, very good. So now you can calculate cost is to selling price. Two equations will be made. Cost is to selling price. If cost is 80 and selling price is 100, but our real cost is 105, no, per unit. It is already given here, 105. We had calculated. Total cost per unit is 105. This is a real cost per unit. So how much would be for selling price? Cross multiply.
131.25.
Very good. So selling price per unit would be 131 point. Tell me once again. 131 what?
25.
25 per unit. Okay. So this per unit I will write it here. Okay. Is it clear everybody? Selling price. We wanted selling price. So we have got this selling price 131.25. But remember, we will not take 131.25. We will take 50% of 131.25. Why? Because we are here in the adjustment number, in the last adjustment. No, wait. See this last adjustment, what he says, 50% of the invoice
6.56.
price. We will not take 131. Invoice price means selling price. Selling price is 131.25. Just now we calculated. So we will not take 131.25. We will take 50% of 131.25. How much we will take? 50% of 131.25 for 3 months. It is bills receivables. So tell me, go to current assets. After making this working note, go to current assets.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Write down bills receivables. In units, we will write 2000.
1000 ना मैम.
बच्चा
50%.
50% आप 2000 का निकालो या 50% आप इनवॉइस
1000.
प्राइस का निकालो, एक ही बात है. दोनों में से कोई एक करना पड़ेगा. सी, इन्होंने क्या किया है, 50% 2000 का निकालो. मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, आप 2000 पूरा लिखो और 131 का 50% निकालो. तो बात तो एक ही हुई ना. इट इज वन एंड द सेम थिंग. I am saying 131 का 50% निकालो and you are saying 2000 का 50% निकालो. So it is one and the same thing. Okay, no problem. You do as per this. Write down 2000 into 50%. 2000 answer is going to be same. Anyways, if you take 50% of 2000 or if you take 50% of 131.25, answer is going to be 3,93,750 only. Okay, no problem. If you want to do this way, no problem. Write down 50% of 2000 is equals to 1000 into 131.25, rate column 131.25, and into how many months? Bills receivables is how many months?
3 months.
3 months. It is already given in the
3 months.
adjustment. 3 months.
3,93,750.
See, 3,93,750. And if you do according to my method, 50% of 131.25 into 2000,
65.62.
65.62. Very good. 65 point जो भी आपका आंसर आया into 2000 into 3. So check your answer. It is 3,93,750 also. Same.
Yes, ma'am. Same.
So anyways you do. Anyway you do, your answer will be 3,93,750. You take 50% of 1 lakh. Oh, sorry. You take 50% of 131.25, multiply it with 2000, multiply it with 3. Your answer will be 3,93,750 only. Same. Okay. Now next. Same. Same adjustment. 25% of invoice price, time lag 3 months. We are on customers. If customers are going to pay me after 3 months, is it my current asset or current liability? If customers are going to pay me after 3
Current
months.
assets.
Very
Current
good.
assets.
Current
assets.
assets. So write down current assets, debtors. It is known as debtors. When customers are going to pay me after 3 months, it becomes my debtor. Write down debtors. Okay. 25% of selling price. So tell me, how would you do? 2,000 into 25% is equals to how much? 2,000 into 25%. We have to take only 25% because he says 25% of the selling price, invoice price, is my debtor
500.
and they are going to pay me after 3 months. So 2,000 into 25 percentage. How much is that?
500.
500. 500 into rate. How much is the selling price rate? 131.25 into how many months?
3 months.
3 months. So how would you?
3 months.
Okay. How much would be your total answer?
1,96,875.
You can verify here. 1,96,875. See, if you do this way, 131.25 into 25%, whatever your answer will be, into 2000 into 3, the answer would be same, 1,96,875. Your answer will be same. Okay. Anyways, now current assets are done. All current assets are done. Now let us quickly come to F number adjustment because from adjustment number A to E, all were current assets. In F adjustment, the second statement was related to current liability, if you remember. Okay, so let us quickly begin with current assets. Sorry, current liabilities. Leave 2 lines, write down current liabilities. Leave 2 lines and write down current liabilities. I'm reading out the second attached statement of adjustment number F. And after and, other direct material suppliers allow credit of 2 months. So here it is other direct material. Okay, write down. This is my current liability. Write down creditors of other direct material. Credit suppliers means creditors. Creditors of other direct material. Tell me. Units. How many units?
2000.
2000 into. What is months? How many months?
I'm 3 months.
How many months? अन्नू आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है. How many months?
3 months.
अरे
नहीं,
3
sorry.
कहाँ से बता रहे हो
2
आप?
months.
2 month.
ये देखो
2
F
months. 2
का
months.
F एडजस्टमेंट का सेकंड स्टेटमेंट रीड करो.
Second 2 month है.
डायरेक्ट मटेरियल सप्लायर्स अलाउ क्रेडिट फॉर 2 months. So into 2. Okay. What is the rate? Other direct
30.
material? 30. Very good. 30 per unit. Look at my cursor here. 30 per unit is already given. So 2000 into 2 into 30. How much is your answer?
1,20,000.
You can verify it from here. See, creditors 1,20,000. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other adjustment which is
Outstanding
related
wages.
to? Very good. Outstanding wages, that is G adjustment. Time lag in payment of wages is 2 months. So write down outstanding wages in current liabilities. In current liabilities. How many units?
2,000.
2000 into how many months?
20.
My cursor.
2.
2 months. G adjustment. 2 months into what is the rate of wages?
20.
20. Very good.
80,000.
Very good. 80,000. So you can verify your answer from here. 80,000. Outstanding wages. Do you have any other adjustment which is related to current liabilities? Please read out all the adjustment and let me know any adjustment if it is related to current liabilities. Is there any adjustment? Come on quickly.
No, ma'am.
No? Very good. Okay. Okay. So you are going to calculate the total of current assets. First, tell
Ma'am,
me
17 lakh 25,000.
how much.
625.
Please repeat again.
25,625.
17 lakhs.
17 lakh 25,000. 625.
Look at the solution part. You can verify it from here. 17 lakhs 25,625. It is known as gross working capital. And it is known as gross working capital. Okay. Now make the total of current liabilities.
2 lakh.
2 lakhs.
2
It
lakh.
is known as total current liabilities. You can denote this way. Huh? See how beautifully they have denoted. See, gross working capital, you can denote it with A, capital A, and total current liabilities, you can denote it with B, and last, average working capital required, A minus B. And your final answer would be, tell me, A minus B would
15
be?
lakh 25,000.
50 lakh
625.
25,625.
Very good. 15 lakhs 25,625. So you can denote it with A and B. And when you will calculate the final answer, average working capital requirement, so you can write it in the bracket A minus B. So it is gross working capital minus total current liabilities, A minus B. So your final answer is 15 lakhs 25,625. Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So now we are going to take 5 minutes break and after, or else आपको चाहिए तो मैं आगे बता दूं अभी.
मैम अब आगे बता दो, जल्दी ब्रेक दे
हाँ
देना.
मैम,
ठीक है.
बता
okay.
दो आगे.
तो अभी है ना, देखो मुझे आपको क्या बताना है. नेक्स्ट चैप्टर. आई एम गोइंग टू नेक्स्ट चैप्टर. हाँ,
मैम ये वाला चैप्टर हो गया.
नहीं नहीं, सुनो, ये दोनों चैप्टर्स है ना कंबाइंड है.
अच्छा.
चैप्टर नंबर
Yes,
1
ma'am.
and 2 आर सेम एक्चुअली. इन चैप्टर नंबर
Yes,
2 देयर इज वन पॉइंट दैट आई वांट टू क्लियर. वो अभी हम चैप्टर नंबर 1 से ही करेंगे ना, तो आपके लिए इजी हो जाएगा.
Yes, ma'am.
टेंडन कमिटी की मुझे एक पॉइंट समझानी. आई वांट टू एक्सप्लेन यू रिगार्डिंग टेंडन कमिटी. Wait, let me just open that page. Yes, I got it. See, now working capital financing. What is working capital financing? We are on to the second chapter also, because we are going to do first and second chapter together. Because all the sums are same in second chapter, only one extra thing will be there. Now what is extra, what is that extra thing will be there in the second chapter is MPBF. What is MPBF? Maximum permissible bank finance. Because we are in the second chapter, working capital financing means, what is working capital financing? Let us understand this point first. Working capital financing means what? Look at the chapter, look at the heading of the chapter, otherwise you will get confused. First, see, second chapter heading is working capital financing. What do you mean by working capital financing? See, according to RBI rules, central government always, whenever any corporate company, whenever any big company comes to take the loan from the banks, to take loan from the banks. So bank, what bank will see before issuing, before granting loans to big corporate companies, what does the bank see? What bank notices? Bank will notice your working capital. Bank will see how many funds you have. How many funds you have as in the form of working capital. If your current assets are good, if your current assets are more than current liabilities, accordingly bank will give you the loan. Financing means loan. Financing means when company wants finance, when big companies, corporate companies want finance, they go to banks, they take help of banks. Okay, so when they take help of banks, bank will, wait, let me come to that next point. Bank will give you loans. Now, bank will give you loan according to MPBF method. Bank will give loans to the corporate companies according to MPBF method. Now, what is MPBF method? It is maximum permissible. Maximum means upper limit. After this limit, we will not be able to give you loan. Bank will say, after this limit, we will not be giving you credit. Credit means loan. Okay, finance means loan. We are ready to give you finance. Bank will say to the companies, we are ready to give you finance. We are ready to give you loans, but up to a certain limit. So that limit will be decided. Okay, and that upper limit will be decided, and that upper limit will be known as maximum permissible. Permissible means according to the rules. How much is permitted? Okay, maximum permissible bank finance. That means bank will give you finance according to this MPBF method. Now, in 1974, this was invented in 1974 by RBI. RBI appointed a study group with the help of Shri P.L. Tandon. P.L. Tandon. Therefore, this MPBF method is known as Tandon method. Always remember, this MPBF method is known as Tandon method because it was under the chairmanship of Shri P.L. Tandon. He was finance minister that time. In 1974, Shri P.L. Tandon was finance minister. Okay, so he was supposed to decide what should be the maximum permissible limit of the loan that is to be given to the corporate companies by the bank. Okay, so it was according to this rule, MPBF rule, which was invented in 1974 by RBI under the study group with the chairmanship of Shri P.L. Tandon. Punjab National Bank as a chairman for framing the guidelines for follow-up of bank credit. That means how much bank can give you the loan, how much should be the limit, maximum limit. Okay, that was decided in 1974 according to MPBF method, and it was constituted in April 1979. Rules were made in 1974. but actually it was implemented from 1979. Okay, so now what was MPBF rule? How much was the maximum permissible bank finance? It was divided in three methods. Tendon Committee, this committee which was set up in 1974, this is known as Tendon Committee. Tendon Committee decided that MPBF method should be divided into three methods. MPBF is method, and three methods were divided. Three different methods were made. See, first, low risk category of the borrowers. Those borrowers, those companies who wants to borrow from the bank and belongs to low risk category. मतलब जो highly established companies है, जैसे रिलायंस टाटा कंपनीज, जो जिनका रिस्क कम होता है और रिटर्न्स अच्छे होते हैं. Those who are highly established settled companies, those who are well known companies and their risk category is low, we will take them into method number 1. And those companies who have medium risk category, who are categorized in second method known as medium risk category, they will be taken into method number 2. And method number 3 is high risk category. High risk category means newborn companies, newly entered companies in the market. They are high risk categories. They are segregated into method number 3 known as high risk category companies. Those who want to borrow from the bank. Are you following everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now see method number 1. Method number 1 says you should calculate 0.75 percentage, 0.75 or 75% of current assets minus current liabilities. Method number 2, 75% of current assets minus current liability. See, bracket is gone. Here bracket is given, here bracket is gone. Now here, method number 3, 75% of bracket current assets minus core current assets. Core current assets, bracket close, minus current liability. So there is a slight difference between all three methods. We will continue in the another lecture. Join another lecture because less than 1 minute is pending. Okay, join another lecture. We are discussing it
Yes, ma'am.
in the next lecture.